What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from my NHL show for Thursday, March 4th, and I love these games that I am attacking. Check out the entire show. Hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We move on. 7 p.m. Eastern. Philadelphia Flyers at the Pittsburgh Penguins. Flyers are 11-5-3, 5-3-1 on the road. Pittsburgh Penguins 12-8-1, 8-1-0 at home, and they have fans in the arena. And the guys are loving it. And they're saying that 2,000 fans feels like 20,000 fans. And they're loving it. Carter Hart, I expect to be between the pipes for the Flyers. 6-4-3, 3.48 goals against average, 893 save percentage, 1 shutout. He's not been good this year. Tristan Jarry, 8-6-1, 3.06 goals against average, 900 save percentage, 0 shutouts. Is expected to be in between the pipes for the Penguins. And he looked very good in this matchup 2 nights ago. Flyers power play 17.7%. I expect that to improve. Penalty killing just 72.7%. They are in a division with a lot of high octane offensive teams, and the Penguins penalty killing is at 74.2% as well. The Penguins power play 15.9%, and that's not as good as what you'd expect with a team that has, Crosby, Malkin, and Letang on them. I'm going right back to the well. Flyers -1, and I'm going to make the same bet again 2 nights from now. I got it money line -130 and the puck line at +185. This has already moved 5 cents towards the Penguins. If I had waited, I would have got a better line. And in fact, I kind of figured that. And I don't know why I pulled the trigger. I thought I was going to get better than -130. I thought I could get a -120 or -125 and -130. I was a little surprised. So it's even down to -120 at a couple books. So money coming in on the Penguins, just a recency bias there. The total is sitting at 6. I was praying for a 6.5. The 6 is juiced. Now, how I'm praying because I wanted an under, but I've got a better way to handle this. I'm going to take the Penguins team total under 2.5. I'm going to see what it is if I work out the 3, but I expect this 2.5 to pay me out nice. Okay, so I'm making this bet. The Flyers -1 at +124, and soon I'd like to make the Pens team total under with the expectation that Sidney Crosby will not be in the lineup due to COVID safety and protocols. He missed practice again today. He's being kept away from the team. But we don't know if he has COVID or it's just the contact tracing going on. As I said, I was on the Flyers when these two teams met in the 5-2 Penguins win on Tuesday. In retrospect, I should have stayed off. Teams so often step up in that first game without their star player, and that's what happened there. The Flyers had won 3 straight. They'd outscored their opponents 10-3. The Flyers outshot the Pens 42-27, but made some major defensive miscues in the loss. 2018 first-round pick, 14th overall, Joel Farabee scored both of the Flyers' goals. He has 19 points in 19 games. He looks very good on the line with James Van Riemsdyk and Sean Couturier. If you had told me that this first line for the Flyers would be playing so well, I would think, well, they're probably the number 1 team in the league at that point. But that's not the case, and it's because their second line that should be excellent isn't. Claude Giroux, Kevin Hayes, and Nolan Patrick are not playing very well. Claude Giroux has 1 goal in 17 games. The 2017 second overall pick, Nolan Patrick, has 2 goals in 19 games. He's not playing center anymore. His Corsi numbers are poor. He missed all of last year with migraines. He's yet to blossom into the player that we expected of him. You have Jakub Voracek on the third line. They're playing Konechny on the fourth line. I think just because now he's coming back. He was out of the lineup for a couple games. I think they just don't know where to play him right now. This should be by far the deepest forward group in the NHL. They're not quite playing like that at this point. The Penguins need Sidney Crosby back as soon as possible. Malkin is 34. He looks like he's 40. He has 4 goals, 13 points in 21 games, and there's a -7. They also lost Jason Zucker to a long-term lower body injury. Defensive Brian Dumoulin also dealing with a lower body injury. This team had no depth to start the season, and now you take Crosby off of this team. They wouldn't let Jim Rutherford make the moves that he felt were needed to address this situation, so he just left the team. I will be fading the Penguins until Sid the Kid returns. The Penguins have a history of stepping up when they have injuries, especially the last few years. So this is a possible spot, not this game here, but just fading them without Crosby is a possible spot where I could get hurt. But I plan on doing it. I see them as having a weak forward group, weak defense, weak goaltending. It's Sidney Crosby's the glue that keeps them all together. I'm on the Flyers -1 And I will be on the Pens team total under 2.5. Again, -1's at +124. And you could get slightly better right now because the money line that I got it at -130 is now -125 at my book, but that puck line's still at +185.